Hello everyone, this is Lone Star Lawman back with another video, and today I'm going to do what I promised y'all last time. I'm going to show you how to draw from strong side, appendix, and others, okay? I know there's a lot of videos out there that ad nauseum on the air, but I'm going to show you some of the things I learned and that will help you when you're drawing your holster. Now this is mostly from just a stance, and the two stances we'll be using will be the isosceles and the weaver, which is my personal favorite. Okay, we're going to start first off with strong side draw. Strong side meaning, for me, being right-handed, my right hand, or people who are left-handed, of course, left-handed. Your opposite hand is your weak hand, and of course this is your strong hand. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so today I'll be using the, oh, by the way, this firearm has been cleared for safety. It is the Walther PTP, which I'll be using for the strong side drawing. I'm going to start off with the chart tucked behind the gun. I'm doing that so you can see exactly how I do it, okay? And then in a few minutes I'll put the shirt over and I'll show you how to do it from concealed, how to draw from concealed. Okay? Alright, first thing I'm going to do is do isosceles. I'm going to turn this way a little bit so y'all can see it, and you can see my gun and everything. The first thing you do is, for me, I put this hand here, and as I'm drawing, okay? Why do you do that? Because when you draw up, out, this hand's right here, comes together, and we're going to shoot the isosceles first. So I'm having one left foot standing out front, and my right foot slightly back, okay? Using the isosceles isosceles stance. I'm using just a regular old hand grip, the way I did last time. As you can see how I'm pointing, I'm kind of like leaning into it a little bit. Okay? After you've done your string of fire, that handgun comes back. This hand drops to your midriff again, or your solar plexus. This comes up like this. And you make sure you look it into the holster, making sure no part of the garment is getting in there. That's important, of course, so you don't have a negligent discharge. This is being a striker-fired pistol. Those are the number one, in my opinion, the number one guns that have negligent discharges because they can fire so easily, especially this one with its electric recoil. Okay, we'll try that from this angle. Okay, here we go. You look, I kind of lean into it a little bit, just slightly, not much, just a little bit, just to kind of get my momentum and my hand right. By the way, before I do that, when you're reaching down with your hand, you go down, rock it forward a little bit because the draw stroke will be much easier, and you will have your hand as high on the grip as possible, which will help with recoil. So we'll do it again here. Okay, the hand comes up, gun comes out, just like that, okay? Back, to reholster, look down, you see your holster going in, without any garment in the way. I'm having a little problem today because I'm trying to do both, concealed and non-concealed, okay? Now we'll do it from the front. I know that this is maybe repetitive, but it's important that you see all angles so you know you're doing it right. Okay, this shirt is tucked behind the holster so you can see it. Okay, here we go again. Let me do the proper isosceles stance. Left foot forward. Okay, sorry. My computer is acting gooey. Okay, there we go. And what you do is for straight on, I think I just showed that to you. Let's try it again anyway. Hand up, drawing at the same time, out, and fire. Bring back, hand here, watch the holster back in, okay? Make sure the cover garment is up and out of the way. Okay, now I know this is all kind of boring for a lot of people, but it's important that I show you exactly the best way to do it when you're standing there. At the end of this session, I'll show you why you won't be standing most of the time in concealed carry in one spot. Okay? Alright, let's try this. I'm just going to do this in two positions with the weaver stance because it's pretty much the same, except for the position of the arms and the body. Remember, slight, can't, only 5 degrees. Okay, you're going to draw the gun, hand up, out, and notice my position of my arms. Okay, turn this way so you can see. And the right foot is just slightly back of the left foot, and I'm standing at a 5-degree angle. You've done all your course of fire, bring it in, solar plexus, your left hand, and watch your gun into your right. Okay? Alright. Now I'm going to show you how to do it with concealed. Like I have this long polo shirt on. What you do is, if you know you're going to be in a fight, you look toward the threat. Two ways you do it. Some people will do this hand, you just tuck it in real quick, and then bring it up. But that's a lot to do right there. Okay. Tucking it behind the holster is not always going to work. Okay. So what a lot of people have done, and they're taught, is you take your weak hand, pull your shirt all the way up, and hopefully your shirt will come up, and then this will expose your weapon, and then look where your hand is. It's about the same position, when you're drawing, right? So you draw it out, drop the shirt, come on out, back in. Okay, I'll show you how again from this side so you can see it. Okay, got a cover garment. This one's a little long. Okay, sometimes some people will do it with 2 hands. I usually do it with 1 hand, but I'll go with 2 hands just to make sure. 2 hands, and then your hands are ready right there by where the gun is. Rock it forward, remember, get high on the gun, out, and then point. Okay. Now, while I'm in this position, I'm going to show you how to do a reload. Okay. I have one magazine. Unfortunately, I couldn't find my dummy rounds, but to reload, and say you're completely out, the slide will be locked back. You grab your magazine out of your pouch. It should be on the opposite side of where your holster is, and the bullet should be pointing toward the gun. Because look what you do. You come up, you hold it up about like here, you bring it up. I'll show you a little higher so you'll see what I'm doing. And look where my finger is. Your finger should be, there you go. Should be right there along the side, on this side. And you know why that's important? Because, let's make sure I'm positioned right. Watch this, see, I bring it up, the finger's right there. Guides it right into the magazine, and you're good to go. And then you do not use the controls in a gunfight, okay? You do the overhand tuck, which won't do it with a magazine like that. So it'll come forward, and then you're good to go to start shooting. So remember, when you're completely out, magazine with the finger on the front part, guide it in. See how fast that is? That works very well. Okay. Take that magazine out. Okay, and we'll re-alter. Okay. So, that's how you do strong hand. Strong hand, okay? The other method is known as appendix carry. Now, I'm just going to tuck my shirt back a little bit so you can tuck it in a little bit up front here. And you can see how the holster I have, how it fits in here. This is the car P9, which has been cleared before we started videoing. This is called the, closer so you can see it. This is called the Rapid Tuck from Vetter Holsters. It has a cowhide, or I should say a horsehide backer that's really lasts forever. Kydex shell and a clip there for you. The gun goes just right in there, okay? Let me get back here so you can see. All right, now, you take it. Now, appendix carry, I should tell you first, appendix carry can be anywhere from your belly button to right over here somewhere, okay? Since I have an obviously large stomach, belly button not going to work for me, okay? So I put it about right here, this little hollow here, where there's enough of an area where I can put it back in. Okay, there you go. See how it fits in there? It's right in there and comes up like that, okay? Now, when you're drawing from appendix, I'll show you on the outside version and the concealed way, okay? Basically, I'll just turn slightly over this way, okay? Okay, when you do that, you grab, same thing, make sure you rock forward just a little bit to get high on the gun, on the slide, up, and you're doing your hand again the same way, and out, okay? Of course, I'm doing it mostly Weaver right now because that's my favorite, okay? As you see, that's how you do it, and you come back, hands here, especially with appendix carry, look the gun into the holster. Remember, learn to draw fast, holster slow, okay? That's where the accidents happen, okay? All right, now I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this with the shirt over my belly, my belt. So I hope you can hear me, okay? I'm going to tell you again how to do this. We're going to rip the shirt open and or bring it up. I have to do it usually sometimes with two hands. So I come up, maybe grab with this hand and bring the hand like in that same position I was telling you about. Go down and get it. Come up, like that. And when I hold you from concealed with a shirt over it, you pull it up, of course, and you look it in and put it in slowly. Okay? All right. The reloading technique I've already showed you. There's one thing I should tell you about these stances in drawing and shooting your gun. It works great for the range, but not so much in real life. Because in real life, there's a term that we use in training is to get off the X. The X meaning where you're just standing there, okay? You do not want to stand there and just be a target while somebody starts shooting you. So you're gonna, sometimes you have to learn to move, draw, come forward walking, or sometimes you have to move off somewhere to where you get the cover. Say this is a wall or something, I just come over the wall or something and do that. Think about that when you're out and about. Like if you're at a restaurant, one thing I like to do, I'm not paranoid like I told you, but what I like to do is scan the room, see what's there. I sit in a chair that I can watch the front door. It's not that hard a deal to do. And to make sure if any threats come in, I'll be ready, of course. One thing I should tell you also is that drawing, when you're moving like I just showed you, you can't see it on camera because I'm just too far away. But what you do is you walk heel to toe, and I crouch. And I'll show that to you one more time. This time I'll use my Walther. Draw. Okay. And if you have to draw a move, and you realize you have to close the distance to make sure you get good hits, it's heel to toe with a slight crouch. And that's designed to keep your, instead of bouncing up and down when you're walking normally. Okay, you'll see cops do this. It's just the best way to do it. It really is. Okay. If you all have any questions about anything I showed you, or if you think I'm even doing something wrong, please let me know. I mean, I don't know everything. I was a cop for 33 years in the military and the civilian world, and I had hours and hours and thousands of hours of training. So, but today's techniques might be a little bit outdated that I'm showing you. So if you have any good ideas or can clue me in, please leave something in the comments. And don't forget to hit that notification bell and like and subscribe. I've got almost 400 viewers now. I'm at 399. I want to get some more, so please do that for me, okay? And I've been glad I finally able to get a video to you to show you. And I hope to see y'all next time. And this is Lone Star Lawman saying so long from Texas.